Hey guys, Ryan Smith with the Ryan Smith Home Selling Team here to discuss when you're getting your house ready for staging. So 4 repairs to make before actually selling your house and preparing to stage your house. So should be some pretty interesting stuff. Let's jump right in. Hey guys, so one of the things that we do for all of our homeowners, we always meet with them, go through a staging process to help them get their house ready for sale. And now one of the things we've seen as we've gone and we meet with folks in this situation and as they're preparing to get their house on the market, there's generally some repairs that are pretty consistent that we would suggest to make across the board. And so, I wanted to kind of put a video together that would be beneficial for y'all, just maybe highlighting 3 or 4 of those things that we see consistently that may be good to do even before we have our staging appointment. So before we come and we sit down together, if there's at least a couple things that you could begin working on that would help that home selling process go a little bit easier for you. And so we've really boiled that down to 4 things I want to share with you today. First and foremost, let's talk about updating the exterior of the home. When I say updating, I don't necessarily mean investing tons of money into the exterior of your house, but we want to clean it up, right? I mean, so that's going to be trimming up the yard, making sure that looks good. If there's exterior components that have obvious wood rot or issues like that, let's go ahead and touch those things up, trim those things up, repair those little things, just to make sure that that when people come and they see your house, that exterior curb appeal is good. I can say that's probably a universal thing everybody needs to do in selling their house, and so that's a great place to start. Number 2, we live in the state of Texas. Now, granted, we're going into the winter right now, right? So it's not 100 degrees outside, but one of the concerns that nearly every buyer in Texas is going to have is making sure that your air conditioning unit works well. So the second thing, let's go ahead and just service the air conditioning unit. Let's bring somebody out there. Let's have them look at it. Let's make sure we're good on Freon. Let's check it out and keep, by the way, that servicing receipt for when they come out there and service it. Because once we go under contract or when we're pursuing a buyer, oftentimes that's great to share with them. So I would say update that exterior. Let's go ahead and have the AC serviced. Let's make sure that the floors are in good shape. That would be number 3. So just if the floors need cleaning, if your carpet's real dirty and we think we can clean it all out with a professional cleaning, let's go ahead and do that up front, right? Let's make sure that carpet is looking clean and good. If you have tile or if you have a laminate hardwood or something like that needs to be cleaned off, I would suggest go ahead doing that as well. Making sure that those floors are cleaned up and looking like they're in great shape. And then finally, the last thing that I'd suggest to do is just check the plumbing and electrical inside the house. We just don't want any surprises later on. So as a buyer comes in, they're going to do a home inspection. They're going to go through the house with a fine-tooth comb. We don't, again, want those surprises now that could cost us, surprises later that could cost us issues later. Let's go ahead. Let's know what we're dealing with up front. Let's make sure that our plumbing and electrical, everything looks good too there. And that's another thing. Hey, save that receipt from when you had somebody come out there and look at it. It's just nice to have. And it's great for leverage when we get into negotiating later on to say, hey, look, I've already had the AC checked out. I've already had the plumbing and electrical checked out. Everything looks like it's working just fine. Makes it a little bit easier on your side when we get into negotiating a little bit later down the road. So anything that can help you save and make a little bit money, we want to encourage you to do that, and I think that's one of those things. So hope this has been beneficial to you. If you've been thinking about selling your home soon or thinking about selling your home at some point in the future, these are some great tips to get started on before we actually sit down and meet together. And there may be other things depending on your situation, but that's what we're here to help you with. So hope this has been helpful. Feel free to reach out to us anytime on our office number. That's 254-213-5335. Or check us out on the web. That's ryansmithhomes.com. Thanks again for your time. Have a great day.